From massive boulders crashing down mountainsides to entire cliffs collapsing in just seconds, the footage you're about to see reveals the incredible power of nature. Stay until the end because every moment leaves behind a lesson worth remembering. Let's get started. Some places are meant to be passed through, not stayed in for too long, especially beneath mountainsides showing signs of landslides. Watching that giant rock move, I'm pretty sure the mountain just became a little smaller. I have a feeling that after this trip, the driver won't remember the scenery nearly as much as this moment. If you had the choice, would you live in a beautiful house built right next to a hillside? Sometimes the most surprising thing isn't nature's power, it's how incredibly calm the people watching can be.
Honestly, I feel so bad, but at the same time, I'm just like, oh my crazy. God. Oh my God!
Luck was definitely on his side this time, but don't count on luck just to save a few seconds. It looks like Luck decided to work overtime today, and this man was its very first customer. I'd love to see the insurance agent's face when reading the cause of damage hit by part of a mountain. Turns out on mountain roads, sometimes the fastest thing changing lanes is the entire hillside. As the ground shook, this goose sounded like a feathered version of an emergency siren. Sometimes the toughest test in a classroom comes from nature itself, and staying calm is the best answer.
Was that a person?
Have you ever seen a tornado or a major storm in person? Have you ever seen a tornado or a major storm in person?
Whoa, they're flying, there's a plane. Oh, shit. I hope not. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Whoa, this wind is awesome.
When sound and light come together, the entire sky becomes the center of attention. The irony is unbelievable. A single lightning strike briefly knocked an entire radar system offline. Now that's one enthusiastic welcome from a bear greeting its unexpected visitors. Happiness really is contagious. Are you watching this alone, or is someone sitting beside you right now? When you're facing an animal that weighs several thousand pounds, sometimes the smartest decision is simply to keep your distance.
Ay, la señora.
You are really playing with it right now. Please don't do that. Jesus. Lady, please get away. You're not doing us any favors. Get him! Get him!
To wild animals, any unfamiliar visitor can easily be seen as a potential threat. If this moment made you watch it twice, I'd really love to hear about it in the comments. When speed and brake failure happen at the same time, even the smallest mistake can lead to serious consequences. When driving through landslide-prone roads, slowing down for a few seconds can be one of the best decisions you make. It feels like Mother Nature decided to redesign this road in her own way, and no one could stop it. Seeing this makes you realize that some buildings are built so solidly that even demolition plans have to be reconsidered. Have you ever had to evacuate your home because of a natural disaster? What was that experience like? Nature doesn't need to say a word, yet it always knows how to leave a lasting impression. Everything happened so perfectly in sync that it looked like something straight out of a video game.
Look, look.
Wait a second. Did anyone else just see what I saw? I thought rush hour traffic was bad enough, until I saw what these people have to deal with on their daily commute. This is definitely not the right place to test whether your lighter still works. This is exactly why properly disposing of cigarette butts is constantly emphasized in so many places. If this scene made you stop and think for a moment, I'd really love to know what was going through your mind. It's incredible. In just a few moments, a massive landslide poured down the mountainside like a giant wall blocking a river that had flowed there for countless years. In just seconds, a landslide buried an entire 4-story building in southern China, triggering a race against time for rescue crews. Nature always finds new ways to amaze us, and these giant hailstones are a perfect example. A powerful hailstorm swept through Springfield, Missouri, damaging hundreds of vehicles in a very short time. If you're enjoying moments like these, leaving a like is a great way to support the channel. It looks like this tire didn't appreciate having someone turn their back on it. If the Earth knew how to relieve stress, this would be the perfect example. A malfunction in the landing gear turned this Boeing 767 landing into a true test of the flight crew's skill. Underground insect nests can sometimes trap gases or develop structures that make their reactions far more powerful than most people would expect. For an elephant, sometimes a single look is enough to start a conversation that humans would rather avoid.
Botar por aquí. Hostia!
Do you think this sheep is just giving a warning, or is it actually getting ready to charge?
Watch. Heads up.
Not every animal enjoys making new friends. Some simply want you to stay a few more steps away.
And then...
Florida isn't called the lightning capital of the United States for no reason, and this moment makes that crystal clear. When the sky starts speaking, it's no longer the time to stand around and keep watching. Have you ever witnessed anything like this in real life? Sometimes nature seems to enjoy helping people, especially by creating a little extra work at the end of the day. That scream may not have stopped the landslide, but it very well could have helped someone make the right decision in time. "41 years ago, Mount St. Helens awakened, triggering one of the largest landslides ever recorded in modern history. Progress isn't always about building something new. Sometimes it's about knowing when it's time to say goodbye to structures that have already served their purpose.
Oh, there it goes!
Are you watching this video alone or with someone who means a lot to you? This is definitely not the kind of docking any captain would ever hope for. After that collision, no one on board needed an alarm clock anymore. What caught people's attention wasn't just the crash, it was the decision to drive away immediately afterward. Have you ever seen someone mistake the gas pedal for the brake in real life? Well, at least now there's a very clear reason to renovate the house. No one expected a simple stumble to make such a huge impact.
I love it. Birthday to you.
A comment from you is always the motivation that keeps us searching for more incredible moments like these. That was probably the most expensive handshake he's ever had. At this moment, the ocean seemed to be offering a special greeting to everyone lucky enough to be there. Do you think the driver had any safer option in this situation? Sometimes the biggest fear comes from the very thing that was built to entertain us. Nature just sent out a maintenance bill, and it definitely wasn't cheap. This time, nature clearly wasn't leaving any room for negotiation. Some people only need to bring a laptop to work, but this man had to bring his courage as well. If you had the chance, would you get closer for a better look or admire it from a safe distance? If it's not absolutely necessary, try to avoid traveling on mountain roads during the rainy season and always stay updated on weather warnings.
मैंने काम कर दिया खड़ा वो देख
This is definitely not the view anyone wants to see on the way home.
Thousands and thousands and thousands.
Looks like the shopping mall is running a special promotion today, exclusively for feathered visitors.
Nice little bison jam here.
At Yellowstone, the rules of the road are sometimes written by friends weighing nearly a ton.
Back at them and zoom out really far.
If you're not a fan of seeing everything move at once, this is definitely going to test you. Before taking part in winter activities, make sure you have the proper safety equipment and the knowledge to use it.
3, 2, 1, ready.
There are plenty more unbelievable moments still ahead. Subscribe so you don't miss any of them. Sometimes the quickest reaction comes from wanting to avoid an enormous repair bill. Sometimes the difference between an accident and a miracle is only a matter of seconds. Speed and safety rarely go hand in hand, so always drive carefully whenever you're behind the wheel. With winds reaching around 80 miles per hour, even decades-old trees seemed tiny in the face of Hurricane Delta. At over 100 kilometers per hour, it's no longer just a wave. It's the entire ocean in motion. In China, after unusual sounds were detected coming from the mountainside, authorities immediately closed the road. Just minutes later, that decision proved exactly why it was necessary. Steep terrain combined with extreme weather is often the perfect recipe for major landslides. If you had to rate today's performance by Mother Nature, what score would you give it out of 10? Well, at least the cleanup is a little easier, as long as you don't count replacing all the dishes. Well, at least the cleanup is a little easier, as long as you don't count replacing all the dishes.
Let's do it.
Actually, I don't think I'm gonna do it.
Betrayal never comes from your enemies. Do you think they should give it another try? Massive boulders suddenly came crashing down a mountainside during a landslide in southern China, bringing the entire road below to a standstill. If this is the kind of content you enjoy, subscribing is the easiest way to keep up with our future videos. Some load tests are things no one ever wants to witness in real life. Following safety procedures may take a few extra minutes, but sometimes those minutes can prevent far greater consequences. After showing warning signs for quite some time, part of the coastal cliffs in Cornwall finally collapsed, reshaping the shoreline in just a matter of seconds. This is the moment the Vale Dam in Brazil collapsed, an incident that had a devastating impact on nearby communities. Is this the kind of video you enjoy watching once the house has finally become quiet? He stepped onto the bridge with complete confidence, but the bridge clearly had a different opinion. And that's a wrap for today's incredible moments. Thank you for spending your time with us. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. They're what inspire us to keep bringing you even better videos. Until next time.